Hello, everybody. So, a couple of days ago, the Hollywood Reporter dropped a bombshell that Meghan the Markle has been rude, demanding, difficult. She was called the difficult Duchess, a dictator in high heels, and she stomped around causing atmospheres, shouting and belittling people. Again, we've got the 5 a.m. emails, we've got all of the drama, a lot of stuff that was reported and denied as well by the Markles. It's very similar to Buckingham Palace and the Bullion Report. Remember that? So a while ago, I did say in a reading that we did predict that there would be a breaking of the, I don't know if the NDAs or something. People were gonna talk, ex-employees would talk, and now we have the California branch of the Sussex Survivors Club. Fair enough, good-o. I mean, it's multinational, the Sussex Survivors Club at this point. I mean, they have actually created a multinational, but not in the way they wanted. So the Hollywood Reporter issued this article a few days ago. So what I'm going to do is going to look at how Megsy has reacted to it, look how she led up to it, and I'm going to have a look at what Harry's thinking about this all, how complicit is Harry in this drama hound, and then we're going to pull some of my sassy cards. We're going to be using this deck. It's just an oracle deck. What lies beneath, we're going to use that one. But we're going to use the tarot first. And if you're new here, I work in layers, and I also work in a Celtic cross spread because it gives you the above the situation, like what is known, really, the middle of the situation, what's going on just beneath what is known, and what's driving it, what's underneath, and like how all the pressures of the past and everything. So that's why I pull a lot of cards. It's a good way to investigate. I think it works for me. Every tarot read is different. So let us have a look and see how Megsy got on then with the Hollywood Reporter, because it's now all over the news. And it was being reported by the British press. Now, one thing that they can't do is they can't turn around and blame the monarchy, and they can't turn around and blame the British press, which is what they've always done. I mean, they could say, oh, it's the British press's fault for influencing the American press. Well, it's a bit different because the UK, the United Kingdom's population is the same size. I think California is a little bit bigger as California, right? And then you've got New York State, and then you've got, of course, all of the states. There's like 350 million people in America, yet one tiny island across the Atlantic, its press can influence American press. I don't think so. I think 1776, etc. You know, I don't think, you know, I don't think so. I'd be fair enough. Yeah, but I don't see how that could happen. And I'm sure Americans in the chat will agree. So let's have a look and see what Meghan feels like, who she's going to blame, how she's going to do her Darvo. If you don't know what Darvo is, it's deny, attack, reverse victim, offender. And what that means is you deny it ever happened, then you come up with a load of nonsense and deflection and attack the other person, usually by going off on veering tangents and different accusations, very Harkles, and reverse victim. So they then become the victim when actually they're offender, and they accuse the person who's made the statement as actually being the one who is the bully. That's how that works. There's a lot of it. Megsy thinks no one can see it. Oh, let's have a look. I didn't know about that until I started. until Megxit, really. Let's have a look and see what was on her mind. Oh, the 4 of Wands. How dare you? How dare you come for my very foundations? She thinks very well of herself. This has caused a disruption. This has caused an unharmonious home. Kicking chickens, the rescue chickens gone over the palm tree. She's probably smashed the plates, threw a few dolls around. It's unsettled her. Her very foundations. It's not necessarily the end all, but it's making her. It took her by surprise in a way. Now I think that's why we've been getting a lot of puff pieces, because it's been heavy with the puff pieces. I think there's some way she knew it was coming, because she has had towers energy around her. So I feel like we knew it was coming, because the last few times she has had the tower, last few readings, and then boom, a tower energy has happened. Certainly a tower energy for Harry as well. 9 of Wands in reverse. How dare they betray me? They have went over my boundaries. So straight away, there's 2 Wands cards, yeah, both in reverse. And these 2 Wands cards are both say Wands is fire, it's passion, but when it's in reverse, it's anger and frustration and So she's angry about this. It's lit a flame in her, and she's not happy. What's known about the situation above? 6 of Pentacles. Now, the 6 of Pentacles is benevolence. It's give and take. It's sharing your wealth. It's there's a lot of things. When it's in reverse, though, so you're taking more than you should. You're not as honest and charitable as you seem. Or it's your character of charity is, of course, a front. I wonder if that's the next thing that will come out. I know she didn't like, she got criticized as well. They got criticized by, there was a little lady who did an interview with them about the Parents Network. And yeah, there's been something coming with charities for a while, but I feel like they've spread themselves too thin, Harry and Meghan. They don't seem to have a one identity. They think their egos lead them to, like, say, I want to be a philanthropist, I want to be a humanitarian, I want to be Princess Diana, I also want to be Kim Kardashian, and it's just confusing mess. I don't think she wants to be, I think she wants Kim Kardashian's money. What I do think she wants to be is like Gwyneth Paltrow, that kind of thing, you know. Let's see what's underneath. Queen of Cups. This came out in the reading I've just done. How dare you not compare me to Princess Diana? Now, Princess Diana was the Queen of Cups. She was sun sign Cancer. Megsy cosplays Princess Diana a lot. That's established. That's been established since 2018, 2019. But she wants to be seen as pure. All of this is not leading to this. Of course, this could be the Queen of Cups is also a psychic. So I'm wondering if she's consulting a psychic about what to do next with all of this. Probably, to be honest with that. How can I be like Princess Diana, a psychic person? If the psychic person was correct, if the psychic person was honest, they'd say, you can't, you have to be you. Is Princess Diana speaking to me? No. She isn't involved. They do feel protected, or did, leading up to this. There is a family that is around them with big money, right? There was a family that is around Megsy and Harry. I feel like they are more interested in Harry because of Harry's history and his lineage and Diana and the crown and all of those things. But Megsy believes they're more interested in her. because of the American side, and oh my God, they're American, so they'll love me more than him. And people usually just say, I like that one because of this. Yeah, she's more of a novelty factor than a permanent feature, you know, for some people. But she's feeling like she's getting protected, a rich, wealthy family, and I really feel like it's someone on the American side of the pond, you know. I'm thinking Kennedys, I'm thinking possibly the Gettys. I don't think necessarily the Bidens. It might be though. There's a lot of rich families in California, and I just want to know, like, I would love to hear your guys' insights to who it could be, so I can do a reading on it and we can figure out which family has been trying to support the Markles. Ooh, the Chariot is in reverse. Now this is a Cancerian. I wonder if they're going to, how can she try and blame William for this? I mean, that's a little bit too much. The Ace of Cups is what's on her mind. And the Nine of Swords is in reverse. Okay. The reason, this is the big reason why people can see through her, and that she is not like Diana. The Ace of Cups in reverse is she is false. She doesn't like people. She wants to be loved, but she doesn't have the same feeling back. She would love to be loved, but she wants all of the money, all of the attention, all of the adoration, and fill herself up, and the photo ops and all of that stuff, so she can look back on it. She loves herself, but she hates everyone else unless you can do something for her. The Nine of Swords is in reverse. We may be getting a, oh my God, my mental health. Oh, how horrible to do this just before Harry's 40th birthday. Blah, 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 blah. So there's potentially the deflection there. The Chariot in reverse. Now, astrologically, this is a Cancerian. So we're looking at, in the royal family, we are looking at William and Queen C. I wonder if they're going to try and come for William again. I wonder if they're going to try and come for Queen C. Unless this is something that Father Markle is going to do. And it's going to annoy her. What she wants to do is she wants to go on oh, there's going to be some puff pieces. She's planning some puff pieces. She's planning something. And there's the Magician in reverse. Okay, we're going back into this energy with the Queen of Cups underneath and the Magician in reverse. I feel like they let up on some of that built up energy, that I do feel like they do try and kind of throw energy around at people. Like they will use practitioners of different belief systems and faiths to throw energy around, especially when they're in a corner. Right now, she is in a corner and she doesn't know how to get out. So she's going into this energy of like the magical realm, if you will. Now, I know you guys are here for a tarot channel, but this energy and things like that, to me, as a reader, it's very real. And I feel like with the Magician in reverse there, that can be a sign of a negative practitioner as well. The Magician in reverse is having the tools there, not making much of them as well, not bringing them together as well, but it's also a negative practitioner. So are they going to start it again? And I do believe she uses the internet like a vision board. I really do believe that, and I've been saying that for a long time. Like she's using the internet like a vision board to like see what she wants, and she looks onto the internet and sees things reflected back to her. yeah, it's not good. The internet is partly sentient as well, so I would, yeah, I wouldn't do it. She's yeah, she's not happy. And there was another card I pulled out in another reading that she would feel betrayed. That was a few readings ago. I can't remember which reading it was. So we did pick up on the Hollywood Reporter article coming out. How does Harry feel about this? 7 of Cups is in reverse. Oh my God, they're gaslighting me again. Oh, it's not fair. I can't cope with all of this. There's so many stories, so much stuff. There's all lies. What is going on? He's feeling gaslit. I think Megsy will be gaslighting him as well. Apparently, they're deeply unpleasant and a nightmare. And he is enabling her bad behavior. It's like she is enabling him to go all navel gazy and talk about therapies and I mean, which is good and fine, but from somebody so privileged to turn around and say, oh, I need it, you know, I need it kind of like people just like, really, you don't relate to me in some ways. There's the 9 of Swords crossing over. That's a match across what's going on around now. So we're going to have Megsy Megsy's mental health. Goodness me. What's above the situation? The Ace of Cups. Again, a repeating card. See, with Harry, he just wants to be loved. I think he's referring to psychics too, right at this moment in time. What's underneath? Yeah, there we go. I mean, geez. The Magician in reverse. The Magician in reverse. Like I said, dark energy, dark stuff. The Page of Cups is in reverse, leaving the situation. In a way, he thinks this is disingenuous gossip. Maybe he's trying to blame the Waleses for the Hollywood Reporter, because of course we have William potentially here, and we have the Page of Cups, which is, as I linked to the Wales as children. We had that beautiful video from Catherine, Princess of Wales, on her recovery and how she's getting on, and that was this week. So all of this has happened, and it's such, like I say, with the royal family and the Markles and genuinely famous people out there, life comes fast for them. Where this would be like 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months for us. This could be like days for them, that time period. Okay, what's coming up next for Harry with regards to the Hollywood Reporter? Who is he going to hit out? Page of Swords. Okay, we're going to see a ramped up campaign from the squaddies. We are going to be getting a lot of tweets. There may be a statement that is released online by the Scabies or the weird guy with 5 head or Boozy or one of them, or Sexton or someone like that. There's going to be a kind of, this is cruel and unusual gossip, and how dare you say this about my wife who hates me, but never mind that. I think they're like almost split up, but he's frustrated, he's angry, he wants to start something new, he really wants to go to town on this, and he's going to have his hand forced as well with the 2 of Swords in reverse. He's going to do, however they respond to all of this is going to be on Megsy's say so, not his, on Megsy's, because he has no choice. He's just going to get along with it. But the Magician in reverse here, I think they're going to ramp up stuff. And last time we were saying that, last time I was like, oh my God, there's something nasty energy coming towards them. I mean, this year for the Royals, it's been a difficult year. The Hangman in reverse, there is no self-sacrifice. He's not prepared to sacrifice any of himself. He's not prepared to learn. He can't see the bigger picture. He can't see the overview. He can't be the seagull and see from great heights, is what I'm saying. And you can't be the orca and swim to great depths as well. The outcome, there we go, classic Harkle card. Go on the attack, but say that on the defense. And I'm worried for William. I think William's a lot more resilient. I think Queen C is very resilient, but I do feel like there's something a brewing there. Like how is Queen C and William going to have an influence over the overseas? It just doesn't make any sense. But then again, the Harkles don't make sense, to be honest with you. Markles, sorry. I'm retraining my brain to call them Markles. Californian Markles. I think there is a time coming up quite quickly that Harry is about to get Markles. That came out there. Let's just keep that there. Burning evidence. That was in another reading the other day. But we'll keep it out. Okay. Does Megsy, who does Megsy? No, I tell you what, let's ask the Magician in reverse. What are they planning with the Magician in reverse? Both of them are going to have contact with the Magician in reverse. Check yourself. Okay. Anyone who is interested in this, who is into psychic stuff, and like we always do prayers of protections on lives and things like that. Archangel Michael is very good. I think they're going to be starting to come for everyone with this energy. I mean, straight away, I'm going to put extra. I thought I'm well protected anyway, but boy. Okay. I think the royal family are very protected now that way. Okay. Okay, so what she's going to do is she's going to try. I feel like there's going to be some kind of legal challenge with the police there. This potentially is against commentators, talking heads, things like that, people at the Hollywood Reporter. We're going to see a lot of love bombing and fake friends turn up. But she is, I do feel like the Magician in reverse for Megsy, it's her getting her way, her getting her justice. It's her version of justice, you know? That energy, I can't do anything about it in the real world, but I can send this energy to you. So she's using this as her version of turning people off and shutting people up. And we're going to see a lot Megsy with a lot more friends. Harry, total drama. Is he going to be involved in something that is planned to get public sympathy and a way back into the UK? And it's linked to this Magician in reverse. In their fields, that's standard for Harry. Depression, okay. I feel like the Magician energy, the Magician in reverse energy, she's on a vengeance thing. Make sure you're well protected, especially if you read on them. Not like necessarily the viewers. I mean like people who read on them or want to just pull a few cards at home. Just make sure you're protected. To be honest, it's more like online readers that would get that, but just to be sure, just Just do a little protection thing. 4 angels at each corner of your house, corner of your property, corner of your home, apartment, flat, whatever, bungalow, wherever you live, condo, caravan, wherever you live. Just make sure that in each directional corner, north, south, east, and west, that you put an angel there every night before you go to bed. And ask it to stay for 24 hours. And the next night, do the same. It can just be guardian angels. You can ask any archangel energy to come in and do it for you as well. The police there, it is like she's trying to police and gatekeep stuff. I mean, it could well be that she's hoping that there will be arrests, but we've got the fake friend stuff coming up. This could be linked to the psychic ladies at the bookshop, potentially. It depends on where she goes, where they go for the next royal tour, doesn't it? There is this total drama card, so there is something coming up. There is a willingness from Harry to create chaos, and in their fields is very Harry as well, and leading up to he's going to have a slump. I think there's an element of stress and depression with Harry. I don't feel like he's had the unfortunate full experience of depression, if you know what I mean. I don't feel like he's had that black dog on his shoulder, you know. I think he's angry, I think he's hostile, but I don't necessarily went into a deep depression, like a clinical depression. Because it looks like with this total drama and this kind of fabricated drama and this fabricated, he's going to go into his feelings and he's just going to keep going down, where Megsy's just like vengeance for whatever version of herself she is that day. She doesn't take criticism well. But it's not an observation. It's not a criticism. It's an observation. You know, I mean, you should look at stuff like that. I feel somebody else is having an observation. It might be a very nice observation. It might make you feel uncomfortable, but they might be trying to just troll you. They might be just trying to get a rise out of you. So just somebody else's observation at that time for whatever they're going through. Megsy takes everything completely. Offended and offensively. I'm glad they're happy though. Jeez. Oh, so will they ever be happy? No, I don't think they'll ever be satisfied, because there's always looking at what everyone else has got rather than looking at what joy they have and what to appreciate about their lives themselves. And that's a really sour place to be, and people need to get out of that like headspace, thinking, oh, I've got this, I'm better than that person, or oh, I wish I was good as that person, they've got this, because that doesn't make a happy person. And your purpose of your life, purpose of everybody's life, is to be happy in one sense and fulfill whatever you need to do. Oh, that was deep, but it is, and they were allowed to go deep on us today. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Is there anything you would like me to read on? Anything you'd like me to add to this? What did you think of the Hollywood Reporter report? If you got this far, as always, leave me a little black cat with some stars shooting out of its bottom, because that's our Merlin. Thank you for being here, and I shall see you all really soon for some more readings. Take care of yourselves. Bye, everyone.